It's Hit Music 106.7 OG Radio. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? We're broadcasting live from the Pitbull Show Hard Rock Pavilion. I got Havana Brown right here. She is going on right before Pitbull.
Yep.
Havana, say hi.
Hello, people.
So, you are from Melbourne, Australia.
Yes, I am.
Sort of, right?
Well, yeah, I am.
Originally.
Yeah.
But you kind of have, I was reading, you kind of jet set everywhere and...
I am, yeah, I travel so much, you know, like I haven't been home in like since March, you know, and I've been just living out of a suitcase pretty much. The bus that I'm on right now, which I'm touring on right now for this tour, is probably the closest to home.
Okay.
Right now.
So speaking of touring, I saw you've done quite a bit of touring. Mm-hmm. You were with Rihanna, you were with Britney Spears, you were with Pussycat Dolls, you were with Chris Brown, you were with Enrique.
Yeah.
So
Pitbull.
what? And Pitbull now.
Yeah.
So what's all this like touring with all these big names? How do they influence you? You know, what kind of mark have they left on you? What have you picked up from them?
I think every single one of them, like, I've learned something from, you know, and when you tour these massive acts, you see their work ethic and you see how hard they actually work and you realise why they are where they are, you know, and why they're touring and, you know, having, you know, 50,000 people come see them, you know, it's pretty amazing. I love seeing them just being normal, just like you and me, you know.
Right. So if there's one moment on all these, you know, this crazy journey you've been on so far, what has really stood out in your mind?
Lots. There's so many. Well, the last tour I did with Enrique, I got to sing Heartbeat with him, which was pretty amazing. The first Britney Spears concert that I actually did with her in Paris was insane, very nerve-wracking, and, you know, a bit of a challenge, but it was just, I felt so good after that, so it's pretty exciting.
So you're a little bit different of an act. You're not, you know, a traditional pop star. You are a legit DJ.
Yep.
And you also are a legit singer.
Yep.
So what was that like kind of coming up and being a female DJ and being a singer and trying to kind of differentiate yourself?
When I first started DJing, obviously I had to do a lot of proving. I mean, not that I like to say that because I just want to do what I do and I don't want to have to prove myself, but in actual fact I had to, you know. A lot of guys really didn't believe that I was serious about what I was doing. I think they looked at me, this is like 6 years ago when there weren't a lot of female DJs, and you know, I think they all just looked at me and thought that it was a joke, but I was so dead serious and they had no clue how serious I was until, like, you know, 5 years later and I'm still killing it.
So you obviously have legit DJ skills. On top of that, though, I mean, frankly, you're hot. So
thank you very much.
You're welcome. But with that, is that it kind of can be kind of a hindrance because, you know, there are like the DJs that are just hot. They go up and they push play and they walk away. And obviously, you're not that. You know, how has that? Has it obviously you embraced being kind of hot and a sex symbol, or is it, you know, you try to focus on the music, or what is that like?
I totally focus on the music, and you know, some people are going to think I'm hot, some people are not going to think I'm hot. So it's not like I can rely on that, you know. I just want to play good music. I want to entertain people, make people dance, and that's what it's about. And you know, whether it's been a hindrance, it could have been, but you know, I kept working hard. And, you know, I saw, you know, I just kept my eye on the goal, you know. So.
And so I saw that Janet Jackson is one of your biggest influences, you said?
Yeah.
So what is it about Janet Jackson that's really inspired you, and like what do you see in her that you want to emulate, and how do you do you incorporate that at all into what you do?
Absolutely. She was the biggest influence because I wanted to be her when I was younger. She was such a she is such a great entertainer. It was always lots of dancing, and I loved her music as well. It was different, it sounded different from everyone else, and you know, there was a boldness about it and sexiness about it, and for some reason I've just always been very attracted to her style.
Okay, so now it was what, 3 weeks ago that your debut AP, When the Lights Go Out, came out,
yeah,
right? What's that like?
Amazing. It's so good to have a bunch of songs out there because I've only had one song out for a little while when we run the night, and so having 5 more songs out there that, you know, people could hear and sort of understand me as an artist, it's really good to, you know, expose that, and you know, I'm pretty proud of the EP as well. So.
And now I also heard you're working on a full-length album.
Yeah.
When can we expect that?
Towards the end of the year, early next year.
And I saw, I mean, obviously you worked with Red One, you've had people do the We Run the Night with you.
Yeah.
Anyone else exciting that you're working with, or that you're, you know, hope to work with, or anything like that?
Absolutely, but you know, I'm not one that likes to talk about it before it's actually, you know, signed off and it's in the bag and it's going out.
A little mystery romance, huh?
Yeah, like I've always been that type, but I've never talked about anything until it actually happens, and it's, you know, locked in.
All right. So now tonight you are performing right before Pitbull, right after our very own Just In Case.
Yeah.
What can we expect from you?
A lot of energy, a lot of partying, a lot of fun, getting loose. I want everyone in the crowd to with their hands up, dancing, and out of their seats. I better not be sitting down, or else I'm going to chuck a fit.
Have you been known to do anything wild?
Wild? No.
Like on stage, like, you know.
Flash my boobies or something? No. I don't do any of that.
I do that already. That's not wild. Like, they're already desensitized to that.
They've seen your boobs and
Definitely.
yeah. Mine, you know, probably doesn't compare.
Saying I have big boobs, I think it hurts. I'm kind of sensitive about that.
No.
Right, well,
I think it's sexy. Very sexy.
Oh, thank you. Man boobs is sexy. Done by Havana Brown.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, where can people find more about you, find more information about when the lights go out, all that good stuff?
Yeah. When the Lights Go Out EP is out on iTunes right now, and you can find me on Facebook.com/DJ Havana Brown and at DJ Havana Brown on Twitter.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, and we look
Thank
forward
you.
to the show.
Thank you
It's,
for having
DJ
me.
Havana Brown.